Welcome to the final video in a series of videos helping to orient you to the library's catalog and to learn how to get the most out of the library's resources. My name is Vincent and I'm on the circulation team at the library. In this video, I'm going to show you a couple more advanced techniques for how to get the most out of ebooks and e-resources. So remember, the different search boxes, all of them will give electronic results of some kind. The ATLA religion database down here will just give you electronic results for journal articles. This main box of VTS library catalog will get you results for ebooks. And this third box will give you results for both ebooks and e-journal articles. So just as a simple example, we're going to search for a couple books that are in electronic format through the VTS library catalog, and I'm going to show you some tips and tricks for how to use those the best. So in here, I'm going to search for, as our first example, Rowan Williams' book, Tokens of Trust. So I'll just type in Rowan Williams, Tokens of Trust. And if you know you're looking only for an ebook, the best way to find those results is by this limiting menu bar here. Click on that and search for electronic only. That'll only give you results that are in electronic format to read at home. Click Submit. And because there was only one result, it just took me directly to this page. This is the catalog record for the Tokens of Trust book by Rowan Williams. So what you're going to want to do is always find the spot where it says click on the following to read or download this ebook. And it'll say slightly different words depending upon which ebook vendor this book is from. And we'll do an example from a different vendor here in a second. But in this case, you're going to want to click this button that says read or download this ebook from EBSCO. We're going to click on it, and it's going to take us to the page where it has the book. And again, at the very bottom is a table of contents. You just click through these to get to those particular chapters. Each ebook will have a publisher-defined limitation on how many pages you're able to print or email or save. And you'll be able to find that right here. In this case, it's 100 pages. So you're not going to be able to download the entire book in PDF format, but you can save up to 100 pages at a time, which should get you multiple chapters. So once you're at this page where it shows you the book, and we got to this just from clicking from the library catalog with the click on button, it took us straight to here. You're going to want to look in this upper left-hand corner. Always choose, in my recommendation, always choose the PDF full text button. It's going to have the PDF symbol here from Adobe. If you click on that, it's going to be the easiest. Many books will have this option for EPUB full text. This is a lot more complicated and requires you to set up an account with this particular vendor. It's designed to let you download a book in EPUB format, which is for things like Kindles or e-readers. So if you really, really want to read the book on your Kindle, you can use that, but I would recommend against it just because it's harder to set up. So always look for the PDF full text or the full download right here. These buttons are the ones you're going to want to use. So we'll click on PDF full text, and it'll take us to the beginning of the book. Getting very large, so we're going to make it smaller. Take us to the beginning of the book. On the left-hand side is a table of contents. And again, right here, it's going to tell you how many pages the publisher has limited your ability to download. So say I'm trying to read chapter 4. If I go to chapter 4 and I don't have time to read it right now, I just want to save it for later. So you're going to want to go up to this top menu bar and click on the button that says Save Pages. Once you click on that, it'll give you a couple options. And again, it'll tell you the limit. The three options here are the current page, which will only save this page right here, which is page 81, the first page of chapter 4. Something you probably use often will be the button that says this section, 24 pages, and that just means it'll save the entire chapter. So this is all of chapter 4, it's 24 pages. If you click Save PDF, it'll create a PDF file for you to download. If you do send as email, you can send it to yourself via email, and the PDF will be attached to the email. If you know you only are looking for a quote on the first couple pages, you can just do the current page and the next one, or you could do the next 2 pages, and that'll just give you those 3 pages at the beginning of chapter 4. But for our example, we're going to want to do the whole chapter. Once I click Save as PDF, depending on how your computer settings are set up, it'll create a download file. On mine, it comes up in the bottom left here. I just click on that and it'll open in my PDF reader of choice, and I can read it there and then download it and save it further. So that's an example of how one vendor's ebook reading site is set up, and this one is called EBSCO. So we're going to do another example just to help you look at the ways it might appear differently depending upon the vendor that provides the ebook. So for this example, we're going to search for Raymond Brown's book, Introduction to the New Testament. Hit submit. And I forgot to limit by ebook only or electronic only, so I can do that again up here. So limit to electronic only and click search. And that'll give me a couple results. So I wasn't too specific in my search, so it gave me more than one thing. But I want to look at this one. This is Raymond Brown's An Introduction to the New Testament. And it says, read or download this book from ProQuest. This is what I'm going to want to click on in order to read it. So I'll click on that, and it'll take me to the page that's very similar to the other one with the same functionality, same general setup, but it looks a little bit differently because it's a different ebook vendor that's providing this resource to the library. In this case, you can just go down to the bottom where the table of contents is. You can easily download the PDF or read online. Subsections will get individual chapters. Again, if you click this download PDF button, it'll give you just chapter 9, these 54 pages. If you click read online, it'll take you to an online e-reader where you can just jump right in at chapter 9. So as an example of what it'll all look like, I'm going to click the button that says read online, and it'll take me to the cover. And again, table of contents is always going to be on your left-hand side in this menu bar. So say I want to look for, in part 2, I want to look for chapter 7, his introduction to the Gospel of Mark. So I'll click on that, and the reader will jump straight to chapter 7. In order to download this, it's a little bit different from the other one, but same concept. Just look for this PDF button here. Click on that. And the page range will default. Sometimes there'll be more than one option, but the page range will default to current chapter. And you're just going to hit continue, and it'll create the PDF, and you just click the open button, and it'll open the PDF or start a download file for you to read it later. So those are the tips and tricks on how best to use the library's e-resources. I'm going to go back to the catalog homepage here. You can find ebooks through these top 2 boxes and e-journals through this one. Same principle always applies. Look for the PDF download button, look for the read online button whenever it's available for you. If you have any further questions, feel free to reach out or talk to the person at the circulation desk. We'll be happy to help you.